So it is time for the Jimmy Party presidential primaries. I didn't do one yesterday because I didn't have time yesterday. And also um I didn't really feel like doing it today earlier today. Um so I just didn't. But basically the plan is that I'm gonna do one Jimmy primary per day, and I believe that I can finish the Jimmy primaries on March 30th if I do one per day, which will I'll finish before the deadline. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one Jimmy primary per day until we finish it. Jimmy Donaldson, Mr. Beast has already won 2 states. Jimmy Chamberlain has won 1. Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart. Another one for Jimmy Hart? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. Wait, what's it? Is it broken? I guess I didn't write his name. Hold on. Jimmy Hart. I just one I did, but I guess I didn't. Damn, another for Jimmy Hart. Damn. Jimmy Hart has won the hearts of these states down here, which is kinda crazy. Oh my god, another one for Jimmy Hart. Oh my god. Jimmy Hart is on a roll right now, winning 4 states in a row in a 5-person primary. Okay, he's finally gonna lose a state. Jimmy Fallon has won the state of Pennsylvania. I must say, Jimmy Hart just had a pretty impressive run. That's definitely gonna. He's probably gonna be first for some time, probably. Because, 4 kids. Wait, that was actually flipped. I thought it was gonna go Jimmy Chamberlain, but it actually flipped to Mr. Beast last second. It flipped to him last second. So. Okay, Mr. Beast is actually now tied with Jimmy Hart for first. They're both doing pretty great this primary so far. Let's see if they can keep. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going. Mr. Beast is now in first. He has won the state of Maryland. What is it with people winning consecutive states like this? Jimmy Hart won 4 states in a row. Now Mr. Beast has won 3 in a row. Jimmy Hart just won Washington D.C. Like, damn. Jimmy Hart and Mr. Beast are doing amazing right now. Like, absolutely incredibly. Jimmy Fallon. I believe, yeah, every Jimmy has now won a state except Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso is struggling this time around. He's not doing very good at all, actually. Jimmy Chamberlain has only won a single state, but considering the fact that Jimmy Uso has not won a single state yet, I'd say that's not too bad. Jimmy Hart has won South Carolina. I predict that Georgia's going to go to Jimmy Hart because South Carolina and Georgia seem to vote together. Nope, it's going to go to Mr. Beast. Fuck. Damn, this primary is just completely one-sided between Mr. Beast and Jimmy Hart. Another one for Mr. Beast out here in Florida. My god. Damn. Jimmy Fallon's won Alabama. Still no states for Jimmy Uso. That's pretty bad. Still no states. Okay, another one for Jimmy Fallon. Was it always gonna flip to Jimmy Uso? I thought it was gonna go Jimmy Fallon, but it flipped to Jimmy Uso last second. Jimmy Uso has finally won his first state. So congrats to Uso. Mr. Beast has won Louisiana. Jimmy Hart has definitely lost momentum, but he's still doing pretty good, all things considered. Like, he's definitely not doing bad at all. He just kind of has lost momentum quite a bit. Okay, Jimmy Uso. Okay, Jimmy Uso. He's trying to come back. He's ahead of Jimmy Chamberlain now, so Jimmy Chamberlain is in trouble. Jimmy Chamberlain only has New Hampshire, so he definitely needs to kind of, start winning some states soon. Otherwise, he might be done for here. So, yeah. Jimmy Uso. Okay, Jimmy Uso. He's coming back from, him being in last place to him having 4 states now. Which is pretty good, all things considered. Jimmy Hart has won Ohio, winning the heart of Ohio. I've lost my heart in Ohio. Okay, Jimmy Fallon has won Indiana. Jimmy Uso, I'm telling you, Jimmy Uso has just made an extraordinary comeback here. I didn't think it was possible, but Jimmy Uso has just made some extraordinary comeback here. Jimmy Chamberlain is the one lacking now, seriously lacking, omega seriously lacking. Jimmy Chamberlain is in very deep trouble right now. He desperately needs to win a state. Because he's very quickly getting left behind. Very quickly. It's going to take a lot for Jimmy Chamberlain to get out of this. Because he is absolutely cooked right now. It's going to take a lot for Jimmy Chamberlain to come back from this. And it gets worse and worse after every state. Mr. Beast has won 4 states in a row. Oh my. 4 states in a row for Mr. Beast. 4. Jimmy Fallon has won Minnesota. It's getting so bad for Jimmy Chamberlain. It's getting so awful for him. In all fairness, Jimmy Hart fell off too, but not to the extent that Jimmy Chamberlain has. Jimmy Chamberlain, I'm calling it right now. Jimmy Chamberlain gets out this round because it looks awful for him. I'm calling it right now. Maybe something happens and he pulls a Jimmy Uso and comes back, but I'm not certain it's gonna happen because there's way less states now than when Jimmy Uso's comeback was. It's possible, but not likely. Honestly, Jimmy Uso is in deep. Sorry, not Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Chamberlain is in deep trouble right now. Levels that are basically almost impossible to come back from. Okay, maybe he can come back. Jimmy Chamberlain has won Oklahoma, so at least he's gonna win 2 states. Let's see here. Can Jimmy Chamberlain grab onto a couple of extra states here? Already, Jimmy Chamberlain has lost Texas, so yeah, Jimmy Chamberlain is probably cooked here. He needs to win 7 states in order to not even be last. He needs to win 7 states to not be last. Because of Jimmy Hart, I'm pretty sure Jimmy Hart's the next placed candidate. It's second place rather. Well, Jimmy Hart just gained another state, so yeah, it is so awful for Jimmy Chamberlain. Every direction looks awful for Jimmy Chamberlain. He's genuinely over here. Jimmy Hart has won New Mexico. It's over for Jimmy Chamberlain. How does he come back from this? This is horrible for him. That's close between Jimmy Hart and Jimmy Fallon. It was literally switched to Jimmy Fallon last second. Another close one between Jimmy Hart and Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon won this one as well. Okay, Jimmy Chamberlain. Jimmy Chamberlain has won Montana. Jimmy Chamberlain has won Montana. But at this point, is it too late? Is it over for Jimmy Chamberlain? I think it is. The odds are so against the guy. It's unlikely that he does anything better than this. Maybe he wins one more state, but overall, Jimmy Chamberlain, it looks awful for Jimmy Chamberlain here. Jimmy Hart has won Utah. Jimmy Hart has won Utah. Wish I could say. Okay, Jimmy Uso. Yeah, there's 4 states left. Jimmy Chamberlain literally has to win all of these. Literally. And even then, he still probably won't win. Yeah, he's done. Jimmy Chamberlain is done. He's over. He's over. Confirmed over. Jimmy Uso, close between Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Uso. Yeah, it literally on the line, literally on the line, but it landed on Jimmy Fallon instead of Jimmy Uso. So, yeah. Jimmy Fallon has won Oregon. Damn, the Pacific region loves Jimmy Fallon. They probably watch Jimmy Fallon all the time. And Mr. Beast. So yeah, I think I can safely say that yeah, Jimmy Chamberlain has been eliminated here. It's embarrassing how bad of a defeat this guy has had. Yeah, 9 states. Jimmy Uso was the second last with 9, so it wasn't even close. Yeah, get out of here, Jimmy Chamberlain. You have embarrassed your country, bro. Get out of here.